Do you know these 7 online networking tips that'll boost your business? Finding new contacts and nurturing your professional relationships is a key part of success in business, especially if you've just started or are a small business owner. Each customer, employee, contractor, or investor is a new opportunity to grow your business. COVID-19 has made it particularly hard to foster those business relationships IRL. Networking can help you accomplish goals, but since the world looks a bit different now, we have to find ways to fill the relationship building gaps. This is where online networking comes into play. I'm Sissy with Jotform, and today we'll discuss 7 online networking tips that can keep you connected during this seemingly disconnected time. If nothing else, COVID-19 taught many of us how to adapt to the times and current circumstances. And that's true with networking. There are traditional social media platforms like LinkedIn that you can still utilize, but there are other informal networking channels that you can tap into. Meetup, for example, used to promote in-person gatherings, but is now offering online opportunities as well. You can also find groups designated to remote workers, specific industries, and groups that focus on social good or other interests. Use this time to network online with folks and build connections. Then, when meeting face-to-face is a little safer, you can network in person with those online connections you formed. Considering a variety of online forums will only benefit you in the long run, as many job seekers and recruiters alike are pushing their networking further than LinkedIn. While you're networking online, take some time to venture into lands unknown. And by that, I mean diversifying your existing network through outreach into new interests. Especially if you want to grow your business into new territories or opportunities, you have to go looking in new places. Try joining online interest groups on social media or reach out to a trusted mentor or associate and see if they can introduce you to some new people in those areas. It's natural to feel awkward when reaching out to potential new contacts outside of your comfort zone. But that's okay. Just start by seeking common ground, slowly build a foundation, and see how you can grow a mutually beneficial relationship. Who knows what kind of contacts or future opportunities a lead could bring? With the shift to remote work came a lot of new technologies and tools. It's time to utilize them. If you want to connect online and start conversations, turn to tools like Zoom, Google Meet, and GoToMeeting so you can digitally meet face-to-face. Along with video conferencing, you can host webinars or online events to generate new contact leads. After your webinar or event, you can host one-on-one follow-up meetings or facilitate group chats to keep the conversation going. Jotform is an awesome tool that you can use while expanding your network digitally. Our customizable forms make it easy to schedule meetings, collect webinar registrations, or compile new contacts and networking efforts. Another helpful tip is to keep your conversations going. No professional ghosting, please. Just because a connection may seem like a dead end doesn't mean it is. Get a dialogue going with those in your network and then keep following up with them. There are tons of helpful tips online about how to develop a conversation. Don't give up on connections. Keep the conversation going. An area worth tapping into is forums. Stay top of mind and focus by participating in topical forums. Doing so can illustrate your thought leadership and credibility. You can also attract like-minded individuals and connect with people in the comments. Opening up a dialogue in forums is a great way to collect insights, advice, and resources. As the saying goes, Rome wasn't built in a day. The same goes for your networking database. It's all about finding new routes to connection and then nurturing those relationships long-term. Time and patience are everything. Take the time to grow a genuine relationship before inquiring about that specific job or funding opportunity. Growing a sturdy foundation looks like balancing real-life interests with work-related interests and continuing to water the connection. Small steps will show them you respect their time, and in turn, your investment will have a bigger payoff. As the infamous Smash Mouth lyrics go, don't delay, act now. Waiting until you have an immediate need for a job, funding, or talent is amateur hour. Start cultivating your new relationships online now. Doing so will set you up for success when the time comes versus scrambling for a connection. Not to mention, if you have less pressure to make a connection, networking online will seem easier to manage and more organic. It's important to garner professional relationships while you have the time, motivation, or energy to seek out connections online. In the end, whether you own a company or are an independent worker, networking and building professional connections will always be important, online and in person. Let's review. Here are 7 tips that can help your online networking efforts. Find new networking platforms to tap into. Diversify your existing network via new interest outreach. Leverage new tools and technologies. Continue your online conversations. Get involved in forums. Take time building long-lasting relationships. And don't wait until it's too late. Start networking now. Thanks for tuning into Jotform. I'm Sissy. See you next time.